Mayonnaise. We love it on our sandwiches, on our burgers, in salads, and more. But how do we decide which brand of mayonnaise to choose? When it comes to Hellmann's and Best Foods, there are many reasons why both consumers and food service professionals choose them, including the fact that these two brands represent the gold standard in mayonnaise, and to many people, mean mayonnaise. Think of brands that are at the top of their class. Why are they there? Some brands haven't always been at the top, but have successfully adapted to changing consumer demands. Others have come to represent the height of creativity, innovation, or craftsmanship. And some, by the simple nature of their product, become part of our everyday lives. All brands have a brand equity. The brand equity reflects a promise to the purchaser and often becomes an important purchase motivator. Based on the brand equity, people know what to expect when they buy that product. Think about it. Sometimes buyers are faced with so many brands to choose from that it's difficult to decide on one. A strong brand equity can be the deciding factor. People choose specific brands because they believe those brands mirror the way they see themselves or want to see themselves, often a matter of personal pride. It's easy to see how, over time, brand equity can become a major, yet often unconscious factor in purchasing decisions. A strong brand equity that resonates with buyers can contribute to an intense loyalty, an important key to building sales, and equally important, keeping customers. As representatives of Hellmann's and Best Foods, we have a great deal of control over our brand equity, and we work hard to reinforce and enhance that equity through targeted marketing messages. We also build brand equity through our investment in sales leadership, product quality standards, and innovation. So how does all this relate to you and your job of selling Hellmann's and Best Foods? Let's start by taking a look at how we became the leaders in the mayonnaise class. In 1905, Richard Hellmann opened a delicatessen in New York City. His wife Nina made the mayonnaise that he used. In fact, she made two different mayonnaises, and to distinguish them, a blue ribbon was tied around the jar that contained the richer version, the mayonnaise we know today as Hellmann's mayonnaise. To this day, the blue ribbon that was tied around those jars is officially part of the Hellmann's label. Now, Richard Hellmann's Deli wasn't the first, and it obviously wasn't the only place in town selling sandwiches. But his sandwiches were the only ones available with the unique flavor and texture of his blue ribbon mayonnaise. What Richard Hellmann recognized very clearly was the passion his customers had for his mayonnaise, and that passion translated into brand equity. Richard Hellmann had the same passion for mayonnaise and devoted his life to it. In fact, in 1926, he was one of the co-founders of the Mayonnaise Products Manufacturers Association. Today, that same organization is known as the Association for Dressings and Sauces. So that was the start of Hellmann's mayonnaise. Now let's look at Best Foods. At about the same time Richard Hellmann was selling his sandwiches, not far away in Yonkers, New York, the Lavelli brothers registered the label for their own mayonnaise product, Gold Medal Mayonnaise. The following year, they trademarked the name Best Foods. Within a few short years, Best Foods mayonnaise was gaining popularity and picking up loyal fans in the West, while Hellmann's was flourishing on the East Coast and in Canada. In 1932, Richard Hellmann Incorporated was acquired by Best Foods Incorporated. Together, the companies were able to supply much of North America with Hellmann's and Best Foods mayonnaise. Through the decades, the names Hellmann's and Best Foods have continued to stand for quality and delicious flavor in the mayonnaise category. In 1961, Hellmann's mayonnaise was introduced in the United Kingdom, and shortly thereafter throughout Latin America. During that time, our consumer marketing messages have reinforced and contributed to the strong brand equity behind both Hellmann's and Best Foods. For nearly 40 years, the phrase, "Bring out the best," has been associated with our products. In 2000, Unilever, a major global food and consumer products company, acquired Best Foods. And in 2004, the company's food service division was renamed Unilever Food Solutions. Today, Hellmann's is sold in more than 75 countries around the globe. Best Foods remains a regional favorite for folks in the American West. Now that you know the history of the brands, we are going to take a closer look at the brand equity that our mayonnaise brands enjoy today. Hellmann's and Best Foods represent the #1 brand of mayonnaise in America. Consumers choose our mayonnaise more than any other mayonnaise brand on the market, so the unique flavor and texture qualities associated with our mayonnaise have become the expectation for what mayonnaise should be. Professional chefs have that same expectation, and that's how the Hellmann's and Best Foods mayonnaise brands have come to represent the gold standard in mayonnaise. This expectation is like a trusted promise that our Hellmann's and Best Foods brands deliver the best mayonnaise consistency, taste, texture, and performance. Believing this leads food service operators to realize that choosing our brand is an investment in their business. They expect to pay more for the mayonnaise most preferred by their customers because they know it improves the patron's experience. And positive patron experiences lead to business growth. As we look forward, we know we must continue to evolve the Hellmann's and Best Foods brands to stay relevant with both the consumer and food service professional, continually enhancing our position as America's #1 brand of mayonnaise.